We discussed what was on the horizon with COVID and basically the unintended consequences of restrictions that are, of course, being pushed by, well, lots of people. But the politicians and the government employees and the public health experts are the one really making shit happen. A record number of people in the last month, as reported today, was a record. Again, a record number of people was a record, no shit. But a record number of people quit their jobs. I'm going to cover this. I have the archive, but I'm going to, basically, this is from was it Washington Times, right? Or Washington Post? No, Washington Post. Yeah. The number of people quitting their jobs has surged to record highs, pushed by a combination of factors that include Americans sensing ample opportunity and better pay elsewhere. You see, like, to even start like that and to not acknowledge the elephant in the room is what's so bizarre about, like, how news travels nowadays. It's like people not wanting to concede what something else is wrong, like reporters not really doing things in regards to their journalistic duty and pressing Southwest Airlines on what the actual problem was when they canceled 2,000 goddamn flights. Oh, well, it was the weather. Like, dude, like, you really assume people are as stupid as you are. Some 4.3 million people quit jobs in August, according to a monthly survey. About 2.9% of the workforce according to new data released Tuesday from the Department of Labor. Those numbers are up from previous records set in April and nearly matched in July of about 4 million people quitting. The phenomenon is driven in part by workers who are less willing to endure inconvenient hours, poor compensation. Oh, man, quitting at this stage in the pandemic to find better opportunities elsewhere. According to the report, 10.4 million job openings in the country at the end of August, slightly down from July's record high, but still tremendously high number. I'll tell you why people are quitting their jobs. This doesn't take a rocket scientist or anything, and why that happens. But I will say this just for the sake of honesty. Are there people that are quitting their jobs due to those factors that were mentioned? Of course. Definitely, as people find out that there are a lot of great paying jobs right now that have labor shortages, fantastic paying jobs. And because they're so itching to have someone work for them, they're fucking hiring for way more than what they did previously. Bonuses, crazy hiring bonuses, signing bonuses. These things are insane because they need workers. Now, I don't doubt that. And I'm not saying that it isn't part of it. But to act as if the government and its policies, as we've gotten closer to, because as you crossed into August going into September, this is when you got those ultimatums, right, that were happening where they were saying, okay, you need to be required to get a jab, or you are seeing it on the horizon that a lot of these people were starting to get, or a lot of these businesses were, because of the government, requiring people, or going to at some point be requiring people to get jabs as well. To act like that has no part of it, or the COVID's policy in general has had zero part of this, is being disingenuous. It's being disingenuous. It is. This is just another case of them not wanting to accept the reality that they caused the problem. Because God forbid there aren't people that agree with them on this subject. But yeah, we know that there are people that are like, no, okay, this is stupid. And if you're going to set this ultimatum, definitely because we're talking about when this was, and all these ultimatums that began to come out around the same damn time, right? And these ultimatums were basically suggesting, well, you had to get it. And in the future, you got a deadline, right? It's going to be in September, this date or whatever that you're going to need to be able to provide proof. Yeah, people are going to look at that and say, all right, well, I'm out of here. I'll go look for something else. That's fine. They talk about this subject like that just can't be the case. That they don't even mention it as a thing and a possibility. Boy, these guys are going to be in for a rude awakening going into the winter months. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.